at 12. Everyone got home at 12:41, and me, Michael, and this other boy stayed inside because we couldn't go home on our own because it was so slippy. I remember this as if it was yesterday. Basically, it was really snowy in the UK. Okay, listen, if you're from like a cold country, you're like, yeah, okay. But like for us, this was really snowy. So because it was so snowy, everyone got sent home early, except for me and Michael and this other boy. Everyone's parents picked them up early. Except for mine. I just finished at a normal time because my parents couldn't pick me up. Do you know how devastating that is for a 10-year-old? Like seeing all your friends and literally everyone else being able to go home early except for you. Everyone from different classes went to year 3 so we could eat lots of sweets and watch a movie and wait for our parents. But I was so bored that I couldn't help myself but go on the computer. But no one noticed me. I think the teachers felt bad for us that our parents couldn't pick us up. So they just threw us in the classroom and gave us sweets. And whilst everyone was hanging out, I was in the back playing Club Penguin. 30th January 2013.
Be honest, how many books do you have lying around the house that you're never going to read again? With World of Books, you can sell your unwanted books. They reuse and resell them so they don't end up in landfill. And they'll pay you for them. I'm talking old revision guides, those random books you swear you'll get round to reading one day. Just scan your books on the app, see what they're worth, and send them on. It's completely free to do, and they even cover postage. So if you've got books lying around the house, send them on, get paid, and help make reading more sustainable with World of Books.
Get iPhone 17 Pro, the ultimate pro, and save up to £849. So go in-store or online today. Vodafone.
Wednesday. Hi diary, guess what? Today I go into a fight with Tommy. Oh, and when I mean fight, I mean an actual fight, like punching and pushing. Oh my god. I go into a fight. Bella punched Tommy in the face and Tommy punched her back. And then Tommy punched me in the face, and then I pushed him and punched him. And then me, Bella, and Tommy went to Mrs. Principal's office. On the way there, I saw Diego thinking and looking at me. A very interesting look he had. Why did I phrase it like that? He was thinking, OMG, what has Vicky done? I'm kind of proud of her because I thought she was a crybaby or something like that. P.S. I love Diego. Delusion. He was thinking, how do you know what he was thinking? He was probably like, what an idiot. And then I drew a picture of Diego looking at me saying, OMG. Me saying, I'm going to get revenge. Okay, Bella saying me too, and then Tommy saying stupid girls. Listen, let me explain myself before you guys think I'm like a bully. This Tommy boy was the worst. Okay, he would like punch people, he would like talk and me and Bella were just hanging out and he decided to like punch her. And you know, I was just sticking up for my girl. I wasn't gonna let this stinky Tommy boy hit my bestie Bella. But yeah, I thought it was so cool and hard. But when we got to the principal's office, she yelled at us so loud. I was shivering. I was like holding back tears. I was so scared. So was it worth it? No. I'm pretty sure I peed myself that day. And she made us go on bin duty, which is like during our lunch break. Instead of paying for our friends, we went and did the bins from every single classroom, from the dining hall, everywhere. I kind of want to be a bully, but then I will lose all my friends. So that's not a good idea. Okay, let me also say I didn't want to be a bully. I just wanted attention from Diego. And I thought that the only way that he could like me was if I was a piece of shit. Just like he was, because I don't know if you guys remember, but a few pages back, Diego was in a fight. So I guess my thought process was that, oh, if he gets into a fight and I go into a fight, he could like me. Which is so stupid. I told my mom that I go into a fight and she was like, well done. Remember, always stand up for yourself. And I was like, okay. I thought she was going to shout at me, but she didn't. My mom told me to never throw the first punch, but if someone punches you, you should punch them back to stand up for yourself. Now that I'm a little bit older, I don't know if I agree with that. Anyway, guys, don't be hitting anyone. I can't believe Bella has a boyfriend, and in brackets I put, it's hard to believe. Yeah, remember when I said a few pages back that if Bella gets a boyfriend, I will explode? Yeah, 15 days later, she got herself a boyfriend. So I'm pretty sure that now all of my friends have boyfriends, except for me. 31st of January 2013. Hi, diary. Today at afternoon, people that wanted to do a dancing competition had to go to assembly and we learned how to dance with a boy. But I didn't. I danced on my own. My life at school. And their little angry face. Okay, I also remember this very well. Basically, my class was having a play and they required some boys and girls to dance with each other. And I decided to audition, but there was an odd number of boys and girls. let me just picture this for you guys. Okay, so this is the assembly hall, right? Girls lined up here, boys lined up here. So this girl had a partner, this girl had a partner, this girl had a partner, you know, you get it. And I was here at the end, and since there was an odd number of boys and girls, I didn't have a partner. So, instead of the teacher having me maybe share a boy that someone else had, you know, take turns dancing, whatever, the teacher decided to not give me anyone. So whilst everyone was learning a dance with a partner, I was learning a dance with an imaginary friend. Do you know how hard it is to learn the tango by yourself? Like, pretending you had someone else. Do you know how hard that is? So obviously, I didn't get the role, which, listen, I know I was a really annoying, toxic kid, but I didn't deserve that. I really wanted to get that audition, and I stood no chance because I didn't have a partner, and no one cared to give me anyone. She could have at least had me like share a boy with someone, like had goes, so that she could see my ability to dance with someone, but that never happened. Anyway, it was so horrible. I wanted to dance with Michael or Diego, but guess what? Diego had Bella and Chloe had Michael. But why am I sad? I'm not gonna get picked anyway, so what's the point being angry? LOL. I know I'm not gonna get picked, but I know who definitely is gonna get picked. Drum roll, Chelsea. Perfect Chelsea, always getting the good stuff. I wonder who's gonna be out with me. Bella? Addison? I don't know. I wish I could fly, like in the book of Goosebumps. How I learned to fly. Oh, I am so sad that I'm not going to get chosen for the audition. Anyway, I wish I could fly. That is such a random change in narrative. 1st of February 2013, Friday. OMG, guess what? Today was the disco and I was so hot and sexy and cute. Here's the proof. Diego was looking at me and he couldn't get his eyes away. He was like, look at Vicky. She's so sexy. In his head. What? I'm like, here's the proof. And I provide no proof at all. And also, as if I was in such delusion, what makes you think that he was thinking that? He probably wasn't even looking at me. Eek! Now I think I love him more. Great. My obsession with Diego is getting worse. Actually, loads of boys were looking at me. Oh, were they? At discos, I'm always hot and sexy. And a smiley face. Yeah, you know how it is. You know how it is with me and discos. I was treating this whole school disco like it was clubbing. When me, Chelsea, and Chloe were dancing, he was staring and talking to his friend at the same time. Okay, and I drew a picture of Diego saying, wow, and his friend JJ saying, and then I said I love her, and then she was like, Diego, are you listening? To show that Diego was distracted by me, because I thought I looked so good. I wish I had a picture of what I looked like, because I would love to know what the whole big deal was about. But if I have the picture, I'll insert it here. If I don't, then you'll never hear this part.
No, it's not Maria. You're fine. These two prisms. Patient. Next patient. Wacht, dat weet.